Welcome back to Good Living Alaska. So last night we made it back from Costco and it was a big run out to Costco. The weather was extremely strange. We had a lot of snow actually drop here at the house. There was snowing all the way there. And then on the way back, the temperature rose to 40. So it went from 20 to 40 degrees. So it increased of 20 degrees and it started melting. So as you can see here on the truck, it's covered in snow. Yet on the van, not only do we have frozen water droplets, but I mean, it's basically been cleared off. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to get stuff cleaned off. We're going to plow the road. We're going to clean off the solar panels. First, I'm going to take care of the truck here because I got to get the battery on a charger. For some reason, there's some kind of electrical issue with our truck right now, and the battery keeps dying. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned off and attach our battery charger. As you can see right here, the light is barely dim. It's because the battery is basically dead. All right. Well, we got our charge in here. I do like these battery chargers we got from Costco. So I got this one obviously charged in the truck here. I have another one inside, and that is keeping the RV batteries charged. And I'm kind of cycling through them, making sure that they're all charged up. That and the beater vehicle too that we have. Our backup to our backup. It's a Toyota Camry that I got when we first moved up here. I got it for 500 bucks. It just had an oil leak that I actually fixed because it was an easy fix. I'm not a mechanic. All I had to do was change the oil, and that was it. The oil leak was coming from the oil filter, so made it easy work. All right, let's get on the ATV and start plowing. All right, well, as you can see here, the snow is really wet, so it's sticking really well to the solar panels. So we're gonna let the hot air, actually, believe it or not, it's 35 out. It's gonna finish melting that off, but you have to clear it off enough for it to be able to melt off, because otherwise the snow will just keep it insulated. So the rest of it should be off in about an hour. Just a little bit of snow dust covering it, so it'll all melt off here in just a bit. Especially as the sun hits it, even though there's not much sun today. And as you know, our solar panels are in the wrong location, but they still get just enough to melt it. And we're excited because the days are getting longer, and we should be seeing some solar energy coming back to our batteries here really soon. You having fun, Bubba? Yeah. He's out there playing with the dogs. Let's go ahead and use the snow plow. Our little natural gas icicle has gotten quite big. I have a feeling that it's going to end up breaking here because we keep getting warm weather. Harrison's starting to get to that age where he's becoming more independent. He's hanging out with Mocha and Blue.
Dada,
Yeah.
what's that?
What's what? Yeah, this is where we burn all our boxes.
So Mama bought this on Amazon.
Yes, yes, she did.
No, say this, miss. It's on Amazon.
Oh, is that from Amazon?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, are you having fun playing with Blue and all them?
Yeah.
Good. Now, typically we do burn our boxes. I think most country people do that. This is kind of a common thing. I think there's a lot of people who burn trash too. We actually have a dump that's not too far from us, but I do like to burn the boxes just because it's less in the back of the vehicles. But yeah, we usually burn the boxes though, because we usually go through a lot of boxes. I think that's just kind of common nowadays with all the shipping and stuff. Also, it's really good for legal documents. That way I don't have to worry about anybody finding any legal documents and stealing them. Not that I have a whole bunch of those, but just saying. You done fun playing?
Yeah.
You ready to get inside? You want to warm up with Daddy?
Yeah, it's so hard to do.
Oh, it's hard to walk in the snow sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Good exercise though. Did you have fun playing with Blue?
Yeah.
And
No about Blue out there.
oh, he's okay.
Why?
we're gonna let him inside here in just a little bit.
In here?
Yeah, you want some of your Cheeto snacks?
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'm gonna finish plowing this. We only got one more time, and then we can go inside. All right, sound good?
Yeah.
So we're getting ready and about to eat. We're making the kids dinner, and all of a sudden, all of the snow just fell off the roof. So I'm gonna have to get back out there after dinner and plow it again. But I guess that's better than too much snow to plow. So it's quite a bit of snow, and it all falling off the roof. It was really loud. Wish I would have caught it on camera, but you can see here how much it is. Right there. The snow that comes off the roof too is extremely dense, so it makes it really hard to plow or snow blow. So I'm very glad that we have the ATV. Well, we're getting back out here and I'm going to finish the snow plowing. And the reason why is because we're hoping to receive the Generac tomorrow. The gentleman who was fixing it said that he fixed it and he's going to try to bring it by tomorrow while I'm at work. And so that'll be perfect. And then I can actually install it when I get home. And that would hopefully end that particular issue. So we learned a lot, but I'm hoping that this is the end of it for sure. As you can see, the snow was extremely dense. It took a lot of passes to get that snow out of the way, but it's done. And so hopefully the Generac will be delivered tomorrow. You may be able to hear it. It's been raining. I just got off of work and we are headed out to go pick up the generator. So sadly, as we are learning here, no matter where you live, there's just people you can't trust. So we've learned that the hard way here. It's funny, I've not had very many run-ins with this situation, but for somebody who's just doing a diagnostic and fixing one single bolt, yeah, this is a month-long journey of getting our generator back and multiple attempts at trying to schedule it and him canceling. I think we're finally going to get it back because we are going to go to his house to pick it up. So sadly, you just can't trust people, and that happens a lot in life. All right, well, we have the generator loaded up. It's time to get back home. Well, we just finished picking up the generator. Now, this is actually the second time this kind of situation happened. The first time was whenever we bought our first house. It was the septic system. They gave it the okay. And the house was only 4 years old, mind you, after we had left. And we still had to replace the septic system. So, just so you know, septic systems are not supposed to last 4 years. It was because of how it was placed in the ground. And it was also written off by the people who did the test. They did it because they were a part of the original program that built the houses in that area. So it's kind of fascinating. There's just a little bit of corruption going on there. And then with this particular situation, the generator, sadly, what happened is he started out saying, oh, well, it costs like $30 for gas. And then he went to go, oh, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Generac's going to take care of it. Because, you know, that's the whole point of me giving it to him, was because Generac had a warranty on it. Otherwise, I would have tried to fix it myself. But apparently, nobody but Generac employees can fix these. Or generator repair people can fix these. Either way, then it went from free to, and him saying also, by the way, no surprise bill, to 1 month later, a surprise bill. So, either way, we're on our way home. We are going to get this thing installed and get it back up and running. All right, well, it's the next morning and we got the generator in the back here. So I'm gonna try to back this up as close as I can. Luckily the van sits up high. Now that was an issue when loading it in. I didn't show that obviously because it was at somebody else's house and all that. But since our porch kind of sits high, we're also gonna hopefully be able to line up and make it a lot easier to transfer it over. I can put some 2x4s on there just to give it some dexterity, some strength. So that way, whenever I put it on there and try to slide it across, I'll have that. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be by myself, so it's gonna be very heavy and it might take me a hot minute. So we're gonna go ahead and get the vehicle as close as we can. All right, well, I'm in the ATV because I almost got the van stuck. So the problem is that there's too much snow and ice back there. Because the van weighs so much, I wasn't able to actually get past it too much. There's such a slope there too. That's the other problem. It's not a flat surface. It's a sloping down from the house, which helps with the water, obviously, and helps with pushing snow. But at the same time, makes it really hard for a 7,000-pound van plus a 500-pound generator, I think it's 500, to be able to get back there. So what we're going to do is going to try to put it in the back of the ATV. It does fit in the back of the ATV, and that should be able to get it over to the side of the house. So we're going to move it twice. So let's go ahead and get this going. You going to open the door? Was it awesome?
Yeah.
All right, well, I decided to move the vehicles. I moved them over here by our shelter logics because there's a slope that comes down here, and it actually worked out pretty good here. So as you can see, here's the tailgate of the ATV, and that right there is the base of the van. So we got it lined up pretty well. So I just got to slip this on top and slide it up here. So the one thing I do have to be careful about is that this tailgate only has a 250-pound limit. So when I cross this bridge here, I want to make sure that I'm going to cross it properly. Push this under here. There we go. All right, well, there we are. We're up on here. Didn't break anything, thank goodness. The 2x4s were able to take the load. I went back and got 2 more. These are just spare cut pieces from when we built the pig shelters. And yeah, took the load no problem. So we're gonna go ahead and drive off with this thing. I think I'm gonna use some ties to tie them down real quick though. Well, we're clearly much more capable of driving that back here, even with all this ice. Now it does have that 4-wheel drive lock on the front and the back, so that's part of the reason. I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up here and move this stuff around and go ahead and get this generator out of the way. What a nightmare. I even called Generac and they said, yeah, he should have never taken it off your porch in the first place because they're supposed to run diagnostics here anyways. It's part of their policy. So he should have ran diagnostics, figured out what's wrong with it, would have found out and would have been able to fix it in less than an hour. Instead, the dude charges me 4 hours because he had to run it home. Oh, there we go. Never mind. We're good. That way we don't break this thing off.
Yeah, please. Okay.
All right, now time for the moment of truth. Let's get this down here as slowly as we possibly can. We're gonna have to teeter-totter it until we get it off the edge. I think I'm gonna give me one more here. It's gonna be a slow motion disaster. A little bit of a disaster. We're just gonna. It's gonna slide off so fast. Holy crap. Oh yeah. Look at that mess. Success though. Success. All right, and it didn't cause any stress on my back because I barely did anything. Perfect. Now to move it around. Alright, I'm going to slide this thing back into the edge. Hopefully find the spot where the lugs were. And I'm going to lug it back in too. All right, well, it's starting to get dark fast, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to line up these lag bolts here. I think I almost got this one here. So these are the lag bolts that they were using to tie this down and keep it from basically vibrating off the porch. All right, so I wanted to show you something that I left that I knew was cracked. And I did it as a test to see if this guy was legit or not, and if he was going to be truthful or not. Now, he did end up finding it as he was putting it back together, but it doesn't make sense why he found it until after I paid him, because it should have been seen right away. The reason why I say that is because it has to come off in order to access the part that he did fix. So this part right here, you see that? So this has to come out of here in order to remove the valve cover. So these are the valve covers here. And the part that he fixed was actually inside of here, and it was the nut. And it was just a loose nut, which was causing the leak, supposedly. It was the piston nut, apparently, something like that. Anyways, I mean, I'm not a mechanic, right? So, but there's obvious things that, you know, you can obviously say, oh, hey, that's not supposed to break. And the reason why I know a lot about these PCV tubes is because of the fact that I've had to deal with these other generators already from the time that this thing broke, because that's what was getting clogged. And so I had to go online and learn all about it. Now, of course, that wasn't the part that was the malfunction on this giant generator. It was a part of the problem, but it wasn't the problem. The problem was the fact that the nut on top of the, I guess, the valve or the piston was not tight enough. The system apparently has hydraulics. I'm not supposed to have to recalibrate the piston distance. I don't really understand it, but honestly, it doesn't really matter, right? Because you can look online and figure it all out. That's what YouTube is for nowadays. And there's people online who are fixing it all the time. But when you have hydraulics in a system, you don't have to go and fix that every time. This apparently has hydraulics, so I didn't have to worry about that. But what had happened was the vibration, I guess, had loosened one of the nuts. Now, to be honest, that in my opinion should be a manufacturer's issue, because that top of that nut should not be coming undone. but I guess maybe there's a lot of load, a lot of vibration, especially when it got really cold. Either way, we're going to go ahead and get this all set up here. I'm going to have to attach everything. It will be a little bit darker here in just a second because I'm going to go eat first. And then we'll be back out here. We're going to attach the natural gas and fix all the electrical that I had taken off before. All right, oil looks good, so that's good. We're gonna place this here, fix this back up here. Let's see here, natural gas. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and attach all the electrical and natural gas. If I can find that bolt here. So sadly, we have to detach all of these here, push it through here, get everything reattached the same way that I had taken it apart. So it's going to take some time. All right. There we go. This one here, I found out the hard way, is live. I was told by the person who built this place that they had a hard time keeping the battery charged. And so this here goes live back to this, and it's coming from the battery pack inside, and it's live. It's got a small amount of voltage to trickle charge this battery here. Okay. There we go. All right, so keep in mind I am not a mechanic or an electrician, so I'm pretty sure that since this is live, this is what charges the battery. I know that they said that they had created a wire that went from our main batteries to this to trickle charge the 12-volt battery because of the cold weather was killing the battery. And if you keep a little trickle charge on there, it won't kill the battery. And it has to stay a lead acid, so that's why it's a lead acid. Then this here, these two wires right here, you got a red one, you got a white one. These two are what go from the inverter to the computer on board here. And it tells it when to start and stop. Now, I did take a picture of these so that way I knew which one these connected to, because I am not going to go through all the schematics. I'd rather take a picture. So the red and black went together, then the white and blue went together. Now this thing is live, so I got to be careful with this here because I'm not sure how much voltage is running through it, but it's enough to give a little bit of a spark. So back up to here, and it goes into this T1, which is why I took a picture. And then that freed up this one here, so I can attach that from white to the blue. All right, so all that part's attached. I'm not attaching this. So the reason why I'm not attaching this is because I'm still gonna have to use the other generator from Costco to charge our batteries. And we're waiting for that part to come in now. The part that the Generac mechanic forgot to order or didn't order till the very, very last minute. And by then I was done. I was done messing around. It had been a month. I'm like, look, you did a simple diagnostic, fixed diagnostic stuff. This is stuff that they check when they do a diagnostic, simple bolts and stuff. Fixed the simple diagnostic fix, and because there's maintenance, right? There's maintenance that you have to do. And this was a simple maintenance type situation, super easy to get at, super easy to fix. It wasn't like we're changing out the engine or anything like that. Anyway, so that being said, we're gonna go ahead and leave this alone, and we're gonna reattach it to our generator whenever we go to charge our batteries. The reason why I went ahead and attached the grounding wires, because I wanted to go ahead and make sure that I grounded everything here, because I was attaching everything like this electrical charge. I'm going to attach the battery. I just want to make sure that every generator is grounded. So this way, all the generators are grounded and we're safe there. And these electricals that create the 240, 120, those are going to be attached back to my main cord so that I can attach it to my Costco generator. We're going to go ahead and attach the battery right now as well. All right, we got negative, we got positive. Let's get our negative on there. All right, let's get the positive attached here. All right. There we go. Cleaning up. And now we're going to go ahead and get the natural gas. It's a good thing I paid attention while I was taking this apart. Holy moly. All right. What I do need is I need to get some pipe goop here for this. So we got some of that pipe goop on there. Since we're going to go from brass to this black iron. And so we're going to go ahead and attach it directly. Okay. Attach this. Okay, I think that all looks correctamundo. Now to tighten it up. Okay, let's see if we got it tight enough. All right, now here comes the test if we did it right. So we got our black pipe here. This is the corrugated stuff for natural gas. Got our on off here. This is off for our gas here. This is on here. So we got on off. Okay, so off, on, and we are right there. This is what we're going to be looking for to see if we got a leak. It should have a little bit of a movement. There we are attached. And this is going to come on. Okay. Now, did we move? I think we moved a little bit, but we're not continuing to move. I don't see movement. So I think we're good. All right. All right. Got this is on. This is now on. We checked fluids already. Let's make sure this is on here. There's a on-off switch back here somewhere. Oh yeah, there we go. We're on. Okay. Our battery looks happy. We're gonna choose English here. Set up Wi-Fi. No, not right now. So this is the log of the last time it was on. So that's the last time it ran. So did my Generac guy not even start this to see if it works? What? That's when it went down. What? He didn't even start it to see if it was working. Now for the moment of truth. Let us see if this thing will even turn on. Hey. All right, well, it started. We're going to take a look and see if we got an oil leak going on. I'm not seeing any oil pouring out of there. There's some residual in there still. Well, at least it works. Half a grand later, but, you know, I learned my lesson. It was a good lesson to learn. That's what happens when things are new to you, you know. Once we get that PVC tube in, we'll be able to run it for a full cycle and charge up the batteries and make sure that it's all functioning properly. We don't want to take that chance right now because when the PVC tube isn't working properly or isn't functionable, then it's not going to help us any if we blow the generator again. But looks like it started up just fine. I didn't notice any leaks or any gas bubbling out of it like it was before, which was from the leak, of course. And yeah, looking good. I'm going to go ahead and fix up the other generator, get it set up. I got to fix the electrical on that real quick, get it set up, and we're going to start charging some batteries here. Usually I like to charge it before I head off to work because I just don't want any issues when I'm gone at work. I like for Mama to be able to just concentrate on the 3 babies who are running and screaming around everywhere and chase them around, you know. All right, let's go ahead and fix that electrical that we had taken apart. Let's go ahead and attach everything. go make sure we can get all this plugged in and see if we can get started here. All right, looks like we're in business, so we did set it up right. Been a lot of good learning experiences this past month, that's for sure. Let's get a log on the fire.
Are you having fun? It's your first time in the snow? It's so fun. Look at you sitting up like a big girl. Is that fun, Sissy? You having fun in the snow? You got me in the pants. Oh my goodness. You gonna get me again? Oh, you got me again. Right in the pants. Sissy, is that fun? Is Blue helping?
Yeah.
Oh, did you get Sissy? Sissy, get him back. Get him. Get Harrison. There you go. Good job. Good job. Whoa, that is a big snowball. Where is that going? Ah, at me? No. You got me again. All on my foot and my pants. Silly boy. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Ah, not again. Blue, what are you doing? What are you doing, silly boy? Look at Blue digging in the snow. He loves the snow. He's from Iowa, so it's in his blood. So silly. Go get him, Blue. What'd you find? Are you digging for gold? How far can you throw? Whoa, good job. Miss Emery is enjoying her nap. It is 36 degrees out. It feels great compared to what it's been. So we're out having fun. And she is taking a nap after being out in the snow for a few minutes. It wore her out. So sweet. Nothing more precious than a sleeping baby. Oh, are you like a snow angel? Look at you. Look at you go. You're moving your legs. Good job. Whoa, good job, buddy. Okay, you gonna get up?
Whoa.
Whoa, beautiful snow angel.
Today